The MGP is going to do that. It's already doing it. Actually, the Daudikar is already floating multiple people in multiple BJP constituencies and trying to take over panchayats and trying to take over zillas, etc. So he's trying to create his own base there. And obviously all these rebels within the Congress are trying to create their own base and chip off the Congress. Chipping off the Congress is the easier of the options. But you need a leader. You need an absolute leader over here. And I'll tell you what that example is. See, I think Goa has moved. I keep saying this, it's a tragedy that our history from 1960, the great events that we define ourselves by, whether it is the opinion poll or whether it's the language agitation or all the bloody other rubbish that we have, it's essentially a war of one Goan versus the other Goan. So Goa has never come together, and you are trying to fight these monsters from Delhi and from Dubai and etc. who are buying your land. You're going to be engulfed in any time. If you look at it very closely, what Goa needs as a leader is he needs a combination of Bahusaheb Bandodkar and Jack Sequeira. Not either. At the moment, all political parties play either. There was only one man who actually did it. I don't know whether he did it knowingly or unknowingly. And that was Manohar Parrikar. He actually became Bahusaheb Bandodkar and Jack Sequeira rolled into one. He reached out to the Catholic constituencies, he reached out to Salsette, got that entire polity behind him and came to a sweep. Sadly, the moment he was formally introduced as Chief Minister, he went back to becoming Manohar Parrikar.
No, but my point is...
The point is, this is the kind of leader you need.
No, this is the kind of leader. But is there a leader? My point is there a leader? This is the script.
This is the script.
But do we have a screenplay? My point is, do we have a screenplay and a hero to play that screenplay?
Right now, we don't see it. Right now,
there is no leader.
At least at this stage, I don't see that.
And I don't think that a leader will crop up in another 1 year.
No, maybe, who knows? Maybe, who knows? Like, if he says Manohar Parrikar cropped up in 2012, I think that was the last 6 months.
No, but Manohar Parrikar...
He was a leader of opposition.
Yes.
He caught the imagination. He caught the imagination by his performance as a leader of opposition.
And he reached out. He reached out to the Catholic constituency. He reached out to the Jack Sequeira constituency.
I'll go a little further than both of them.
I somehow don't agree.
Among, if you look at the 40 MLAs, there are some to Congress, some to BJP, MGP. Among these free radicals, okay, as you call them, Vijay Sardesai is one of those kind of persons, who can move things from behind the scenes. Even just after the elections happened and just after BJP came to power and they had everything, in spite of having all those some of the independents in the ministry, he took all 5 of them and he had the separate meetings. That was at the peak.
So effectively,
he has that power to move behind.
Vijay Sardesai is trying to project himself as a combination of Bandodkar and Jack Sequeira. But the problem with Vijay Sardesai is everybody knows he's Vijay Sardesai.
No. But if when both of them talk of Vijay Sardesai, now maybe, and we are talking of alliance, we will have to see what he has to offer them, offer the Congress party in terms of alliance.
But if the Congress party goes with its own war horses,
when it comes to the offering, does Vijay Sardesai have anything more to offer to the Congress than Vijay Sardesai?
At the moment, no.
He only has Vijay Sardesai the Congress. That's the point.
No, that part we do not know. That part we do not know because the time has also not come, one. And number 2, they can't take public political stands other than as being independents. See, when Luizin told us that he has been after them and they have not said anything, they can't take a public stand at this stage.
It's too early actually for anybody to play their cards so early in the game. I think
but Luizin Falero's stand is, I need to prepare my organization, I need to finalize my candidates, I need to at least tell them start working. Now unless I have commitment from Vijay Sardesai or Naresh Sahu, I cannot do that.
That is okay when you are deciding to build your organization, you are not talking of the next elections. See, if he is not thinking of the next elections, then this stand is okay. Means I will build my organization maybe for 2022. Then it's okay to take this stand.
But you are saying for now he cannot say that, we cannot give deadlines to Vijay Sardesai and Naresh Sahu.
See, if
Congress is not in a position to give deadlines.
Finally, if alliance has to come, there cannot be belligerent stands either by Vijay Sardesai or by Luizin Falero. They will have to deal with it with humility in as much as Nitish Kumar did.
Okay.
See, after the loss on that day, on 10th May, Nitish Kumar is supposed to have phoned Lalu that day. And Lalu did not respond. He responded after 2 days. And it all worked that way. So you can't take a belligerent stand in this
My
form.
point is then, if Congress is taking that posturing, whether it moves ahead for a certain period of time or no, we'll come to know. But if Congress is taking that posturing, is Congress overestimating its current political capital in Goa?
Of course.
On ground.
No,
of course.
but I don't look at it that way.
Overestimating it to the
You know,
greatest extent possible.
Okay.
The Congress has not changed its narrative. It's not shown us any reformation as far as the issues
Okay.
of. The only good
Yeah.
thing is they've got Yatish Naik in the party. Beyond that, nothing.
Has a point. He's saying at this stage, if I go and start forming these alliances, say with five independents and all, I will end up destroying Congress in those 5 constituencies 1.5 years before the elections. So let me start building. I think the game plan is, if you have to make any alliances or you have to make any deals, it will happen in the last
Yes.
2-3 months.
I think
2 or 3 months,
everyone's
2 or 3
cards
months.
will be opened
Yes.
at
In
the
the
last
last
3
And,
months. They're not
even for Luizin, the stand which he has taken publicly may be the correct stand
correct
for the political party.
at the
At
present
this
moment.
stand is the correct stand.
I don't think a large political party can expose
Yes,
itself so
yes.
early in the game. It has to come at a much later stage. Even nobody knew that. Who knew that the Mahagathbandhan was going to occur 1 year back?
The second issue is about Lakshmikant Parsekar. He is saying that we don't know whether Manohar Parrikar will be back for 2017 or no. So let's keep that aspect
This is the
aside for
phase.
now.
No,
Yeah.
we don't know, or the BJP hopes he won't be back, or he will be back. What is the story?
We don't know.
You
See,
you don't.
I don't know. I'll stick to that.
According
But in that scenario, Lakshmikant Parsekar says that he is going to be the moderate face of BJP in 2017. You see my performance in last 1 year, and his style of functioning has been quite different from what Manohar Parrikar was. How do you assess Lakshmikant Parsekar and his leadership going into 2017? What difference would it make?
See, I have a certain degree of how should I say?
No, you
For
know the
Laksh-
hat.
no.
You're still wearing the same hat.
For because it gets interpreted in different ways. No, one thing is, as far as Mr. Parshikar is concerned, he comes across as honest as a politician can be.
Yes.
He gives you a fair assessment of what is his position. Kitle पैसे आसात, तितके पैसे ना, हे करपा जाता, ते करपा जायना, माथी go.
He's clear.
He's very clear about
He
the
does not
limitations.
sell dreams. He
Yes.
does not sell
He
dreams.
is clear
Yes,
about the
very true.
limitations of the functions of a chief minister who is saddled by so many other power centers which are trying to either pull the chair or pull the carpet from under his feet. So that credit you have to give Lakshmikant Parsekar, and he's brought around a certain decrease in the level of temperatures that were there. You see, what happens is that instinctively and at a very his actual nature is, Manohar Parrikar is a very combative person. He's a very confrontationist person. So is Vijay Sardesai actually. So he's a very dangerous person to be chief minister, because again you'll be having a lot of combats and confrontation at a later point in time in life. So what tends to happen is with Parshikar, Lakshmikant Parshikar is not a combative person. He does not keep on wanting to win every argument with you. So there is a level of conciliation, there's a level of trying to understand and trying to get the common minimum program going. But the difficulty for Lakshmikant Parshikar come 2017 will be, is that de facto Lakshmikant Parshikar is come into the boots of Manohar Parrikar, because Manohar Parrikar has gone up to the center.
Correct.
So whether he really commands the loyalty of a large number of BJP candidates.
No, what about the perception of the people?
No, I'm not bothered about the perception of the people, because effectively what will have to be in 2017, even the BJP will find it difficult. When you are in power, you have to take decisions on whether you keep the same guy who's performing well in different constituencies as MLA, or you're going to change it. The moment you change it, you're going to get rebels. So the BJP will also be facing a lot of rebels in constituencies. And so whether that entire rank and file will rally around Lakshmikant Parshikar, who is still seen to be Mandre MLA, he's still seen to be in that particular thing, and he's not yet seen to be completely pan-Goa the way Manohar Parrikar maybe
But
a
I
handicap.
look at it a lot depending on other state elections like Assam, West Bengal, and in 2017 you have UP coming. Somehow I feel it, Assam, West Bengal, the BJP loses, Manohar Parrikar will be back here. My gut feeling is he'll be back. My feeling is that for 2017 he'll be here.
Your gut feeling is for
Yes.
2017,
He'll be
BJP
here.
will contest election under Manohar Parrikar's
some-
leadership,
somehow-
not Lakshmikant Parsekar's leadership.
Somehow my feeling is Lakshmikant Parsekar has not caught the imagination of the people, and people still see him as a leader. Manohar Parrikar as a leader.
Manohar Parrikar. One close friend of mine very nicely explained Parsekar. He said Lakshmikant Parsekar is Digambar Kamath who can say no. He has the ability to say no, yet take all the warring factions together.
You know what is Parsekar's strength? Is he doesn't come from a very urban constituency. Okay, he's not bound by having to explain to his constituency everything about every issue. And see, Parrikar came from Panjim, so even something like the casinos became a huge issue because he had to constantly talk to people through the media or whatever. Parsekar is not bound by that. He comes from a different constituency. His issues to get elected there are quite different. Now you look at the way he solved this casino problem. He said, okay, we'll take it to 4-5 other places, allowed a lot of opposition to come up there and left this where it is. It's a classical, old style political sort of settlement to that. You look at the beef issue, which became a huge thing outside Goa. Inside Goa, he took a straight stand. That nothing doing, this is the cuisine of the minority, and it stopped. It stopped. The important thing is all those activists who were blocking and stopping this truck, stopping that truck, stopped. That's
so
the difference.
Capable of sending a message which is firm.
He might not have got the imagination.
He's not got the imagination, is correct.
Has proved a point that he can run the state.
Yeah, I would think so.
I would think
You have to
yes.
grant it to him, sure.
So what would you say if what is the best thing for BJP right now? Go for 2017 under Manohar Parrikar or go for 2017 under Lakshmikant Parsekar?
It's not Parrikar or it's not Parsekar. I think the major problem that they will face here is trying to retain that minority vote because of what's happening outside the state, not within the state.
So
can Parsekar do that or we need Parrikar back again?
It's difficult to say because now Parrikar is associated
Or even
with...
Parrikar would not be able to do
No,
that.
Parrikar is now with the Modi government which has kept quiet. Parsekar is not.
Yeah, Parsekar is not.
but the disillusion, I think for the BJP, the fundamental problem will be natural anti-incumbency after 5 years.
Yes, that will also come. Yes.
Number two is if now the Modi wave starts going on a decline at the center. So I told you it's always about perception. So if more and more state elections start falling like 9 pins and then the national media and the national narrative starts changing, that is going to affect the local BJP's chances. Number three is the fact that certainly the minorities are for whatever reasons, are completely disillusioned. There's no doubt about this, despite the fact that the local BJP may not really be, strident and have people lynching anywhere. And the fourth important thing, which I don't think that is somehow properly understood here or properly analyzed, because somehow the BJP always projects itself to be a kind of a team that is always working like a team. It's not necessarily working like a team, but to work like a team and to fall into place, to actually crack the whip and get discipline into BJP, because at the end of the day, Goans are Goans. We are indisciplined by nature. So to crack the whip and keep them in place, what the Goa BJP would need is it would need a Manohar Parrikar to crack the whip, and it would need a Satish Don to crack the whip. Both of them are not there. So this might be a problem for the BJP, because I would think that the confusion will come at the time of the distribution of tickets. It's been shown in Latambara. It is shown in Fatorda. It is shown everywhere.
What is the best option for BJP? Parsekar or Parrikar?
Best option for BJP.
Yes, Parrikar. You are saying that it's not Parsekar. You are saying that the best thing for the BJP, Parrikar comes back in 2017 and takes the reins again.
Yes.
I'll stop at that. Very interesting discussion, very interesting point of views. किती जावपाक शकता आणि किती जावचें म्हाका दिसता राजकारण्यांनी हो प्रोग्राम पळयल्यार तांकां खूब क्लूज मेळटले, खूब क्यूजय मेळटले, कितें करपाक जाय आनी कितें करपाक नाका हाचेर. आयल्या इतली बरी मतां मांडली. थँक्स अ लॉट. पळयत रावात प्रुडंट. नमस्कार.